Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our stranded run. We are so close to this portal. We are so close. Now, it says 4 hours on foot, but if you jump in your exocraft, we are an hour away. I assume, that timer is never correct. It could be an hour and 20, could be an hour and 45. I assume we're close to the hour. Close to the hour away. And we'll see when we get there. Oh, yeah, I gotta do my boost. So just kind of a heads up on that. Man, that freaking... Hopefully they fix that timer, because, man, that just drives me crazy that you can be going for more than an hour and it'll never move. And all of a sudden it just jumps down. You're like, oh, God, okay. So hopefully you guys are having a good week. We're still waiting around for the No Man's Sky update. It is going for a while. Like... Oh, look at, there's a trading outpost right here. Are you serious? We stopped like 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes, like 30 seconds away from a trading outpost. Well, let's see if I can... Am I in the... I'm inside the leg? Are you serious? I just started this thing. Okay. Let's see. Let's move over here. There we go. Anyway, it's been a while, so I try not to get too amped up. You know, I fail at that a lot, though. But... I feel like the longer we're waiting, the more intense the update is going to be. Like, my initial gut reaction was, oh, they showed the whole planet, you know, the new space station interiors, the new ships, but that was a tease for 2024, meaning it's probably not going to come out until, like, way later. Like, I'm thinking summertime or whatever. Now that it's taken this long, I don't know. Is it going to... Are we going to see it, like, the first thing? The first update we get, is it going to be the space stations? I'm starting to think that. I am starting to think that. So now I'm like, whew, we can see that. We can see a space station update, like, who knows, anytime now. So there's never any, like, official, like, release date. It's generally, if you're new to No Man's Sky, it's generally a, hey, wait till Sean Murray tweets out an emoji. Everyone gets excited for it. And then you know within like a few days, maybe a week, we will get an update. In general, they come out on Wednesdays. Not always. We've had a few of them come out on Fridays. But in general, they put out the expeditions and the updates out on a Wednesday. That gives them time to kind of let everyone jump in and see if there's any bugs or any issues. That way they have a day or two to gather that data and then say, oh, we need to fix this or we need to tweak that because there's a bug here. We need to fix the textures, whatever. That way it's good for the weekend. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe they say, we're going to put them out on Friday now. Who knows? There's never any set in stone date. Like, there's never any roadmap. Like, we don't know what the update or when they're going to come out. We have no idea. We just wait around and then all of a sudden, boom, it's here. I do think that it's probably, if it lines up with previous years, we will probably see an update in probably early to mid-February, so first or second week of February. And we will probably see drops on Twitch. So if you're not following me on Twitch, now is a good time to do so. I don't stream over there very often. I've been trying to, like, Twitch just, they just gave us the ability to simultaneously stream. So the rules before were that if you were monetized on Twitch, you could only stream on Twitch. Not that you could only stream, like, at all, but if I'm streaming on Twitch, that was the only platform if I wanted to make money, like if you want to monetize your channel. So you only could do that. You only stream on Twitch, and then you can cut the VOD, like you can cut the stream and post it to YouTube like a day later. I believe it was a 24-hour waiting period. You had to wait 24 hours and post it the next day if you wanted to. Or, like, I could stream on YouTube and then Twitch later on, but if you were streaming on Twitch, you could only be streaming on Twitch before. Now they said, oh, look, you can stream to YouTube and Twitch and all that kind of stuff. The only issue is you need to make Twitch your priority. So you cannot ignore the chat. You cannot have a lower quality stream over on Twitch. All that kind of stuff. I have a feeling that is not really enforced, but those are technically the rules. So you can lose your affiliation or your partnership. You're basically being paid on Twitch if you don't follow the rules. So, I mean, for me, it's not a big deal. I don't mind doing that. The big deal for me is my internet service provider sucks. So I don't know if you guys watch my streams on YouTube, you know that there are most days are fine. They're beautiful. And then all of a sudden, you know, my provider decides, oh, you know what? Today we're working on that neighborhood that Jason's in, so screw him. At, you know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever, random time, doesn't matter. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 9 a.m. I'll just lose internet connection, just sporadically. And it's fun. It's so great. It's my favorite. So that's why. And I did a few tests on my streaming, my OBS program. And it just cannot handle streaming to both services at once because you have to have a stream going to YouTube and then another stream over to Twitch. Now, you can use Restream and other programs and all that kind of stuff. I might look into doing that, but as of right now, I cannot stream to 2 places at once, at least for high quality. Like if I wanted to stream, you know, 144p, you know, 240p, really low end, 30 frames a second to Twitch, I probably could, but I don't want to do that. I want to actually have comparable streams. Like you know, on YouTube I can stream 1440p, and that's what I usually do. On Twitch they max out at 1080p. If you're in a beta program, they let you go a little higher, but I'm not in the beta program. Blah blah blah. There's a whole bunch. I'm sorry, I'm complaining about all this stuff. Long story short, if No Man's Sky has drops over on Twitch, I will be over there, but I'll still be posting videos on YouTube. But you know, there's only so much I can do, so I will be streaming on Twitch if there's drops, because I want you guys to get your drops, your cool rewards, and I'll be posting videos on YouTube. You know, but primarily I like to stream on YouTube. It's easier. I don't have to reset everything up because there's different settings for each platform, different encoders I have to use, different, you know, behind the scenes stuff. You have to set up a whole different thing. So when I switch it over to Twitch, I have to set all my settings differently. That way Twitch can get my stream. And then when I go back to YouTube, I have to reset everything back up again. Anyway, I think that that's what they will be doing in February. But again, it's all speculation. No idea. No idea. We did have drops, I believe, back in August. And in general, they do it every about 6 months, about twice a year. They will do drops. You know, the special items you get from watching people on Twitch. So we're about that time. You know, the last one was in August. That's about 5 months ago. So we're around that time. If there's an update and they do Twitch drops for like an expedition or something, yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. So I'm preparing for that. But I mean, the other thing is we're waiting on it. We're waiting. We don't know what it's going to be. We don't know when it's going to come out. I also, to me, I mean, and mark it on the thing, 9 minutes in, basically, I do think that Light No Fire has an effect on the No Man's Sky updates, because they're doing both games at once. I know everyone is like, well, they have 2 different teams and blah, you know, there's a million, you have no idea what the workflow is and everything like that. But, however, all that being said, over the past year, everyone has noticed that the updates have been more sporadic. They've been not as fluid, not as tested, so there's been a lot more bugs recently. I have a feeling that has to do with them working more and more on Light No Fire. They're almost done with it. They're getting close. That's why they showed it. You know, they put out a trailer for it. They told us about it, so now we know. So I have a feeling they're getting close to the end of finishing Light No Fire. And so that means they're moving everyone over. Like, look, we just need a few more people to help out, and that's going to mess up the No Man's Sky schedule, or, you know, the play testing is going to be not as deep as we normally do, but we'll do it. It'll be done. It just won't be done as cleanly as usual. It won't be done as frequently. It'll be a little bit more sporadic. Okay. And I have a feeling, to me, it's all speculation, that's what probably is going on, is that they're diverting more of their attention over to the new game, because it's a brand new game. And so that's another reason why I think we're going to see some weird schedules. I think that they're going to be doing updates for No Man's Sky for probably the next couple of years at least, but I think it's going to be a weird schedule. It's not going to be the usual every couple of months. It's going to be maybe every 2 months or 3 months, or in this case every, you know, in 6 months, because the last official update that we saw was August 24th or 25th. And that was the Echoes update. Oh, God. In the hole. Really? And, of course, there's a lip here. Why would you not put a lip here? It was August 24th, the Echoes update. I mean, you can count the, if you count the replays, and I don't generally count those because it's not new content. It's literally replaying the old ones. But if you do count that, that was in December. So, and I'm sure that Sean Murray will count that because they don't want to look like they're neglecting No Man's Sky. And I get it. I get it. From a marketing standpoint, I get it. But yeah, the last true new content we got was in August. And that was about 5 months ago. So it's taking a little bit more time. You know, the holidays happen, of course. People are going to take some time away for the holidays to be with family, things like that. Okay, I get it. You know, the Christmas time, you know, December, you know, early parts of January, it's going to be a little bit busy. Everyone's schedule's kind of all funky because some of us are taking days off, some of us are not, some of us have the holidays off, some of us are traveling. I get that. So it's going to be all weird for like the last couple of months, but I think we're going to get back to normal-ish. But there's still going to be kind of a weird cadence with updates. I think we're going to get the new space station update, the overhaul with the new space stations and the new ship, whatever that happens to be called. It looks like a new type, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's the overhaul of fighters. I don't know. It does look like a new type. We have no idea, you know, so it's all speculation. There's no way to know, no official announcement. But it looks like a new type of ship. So we have that to look forward to. I can't wait for that. And then Light No Fire. Some people think that it's coming out in 2025. I think it's going to come out 2024, this year, end of the year. I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. Like, I don't think they were going to, like, shadow drop it in February. I don't think that's going to happen because it's a brand new game and they need it to be rated. They have to rate it on the rating boards around the world. So if they're selling it worldwide, and I assume they are, so they need to have it rated, whether it's like an E for everyone or a T for teen or whatever, PEGI 16. And so we haven't seen any ratings for any game that's called Light No Fire or any combination of that yet. So if they haven't gotten it rated yet, it's probably going to be a couple months at minimum. You know, if they put it in for rating today, it'd still take a couple months to get through that because the rating boards have to play it. They have to make sure there's no, like, you know, crazy stuff in there. They're like the hot coffee stuff with the Grand Theft Auto. There's no boobs just randomly at the end of the game. You know, all that kind of stuff. So they have to play test it, which is going to take a little while. Then they have to officially give it a rating. Then they have to announce it. So yeah, it's going to be probably a couple months minimum. I'm saying it's probably going to be more like, hey, you know, September, October, maybe November. We'll see Light No Fire. If I had to guess, put my money on it. If I was making bets, that's what I would bet on. Oh, look at, there's another monolith right here. And I mean, we could stop here and mark. I don't think it'll let us mark another portal because we already have one marked. But we could stop there and maybe get a new multi-tool. What's going on here? Nothing? All right. So yeah, sorry. It's been like me rambling this entire episode. Sorry about that. I'm not talking about the actual game and my plan. But yeah, my plan, obviously, is to keep going forward, kind of detour a little bit if we find some stuff. Like if we find a grave, I'll definitely stop for that. We don't need the glyph, but we can use the upgrades. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it's just literally go, go, go. We can look around and see if we find any crashed ships. But the one downside to the exocraft is that it does not mark buildings. So like if I scan, I'm not seeing any like randomized buildings. I'll see that. There's a navigation beacon. But I'm not seeing any unknown buildings. I can't find like a crashed ship or whatever. Now I can look around. Like that looks like a... is that a settlement? That looks like a settlement. That is a settlement. Yeah, look at that. We're just running into stuff. I love that. Well, let's get in here. See if we can sell some stuff. What is this? Oh, drop pod. Don't need that. We can get some buried technology, sell it to make some money. Always a good idea. Let's see if we can get any upgrades out of here. Come on, give me an upgrade. Give me a suit upgrade or an exocraft upgrade. I'd take that. Or nanites. Okay, I'll take that. Got that. Salvaged it with just one? Oh no, two. Okay. Two is okay. I was gonna say if we just got one out of there, that's kind of a rip.
Radiation protection
Oh yeah, I have a whole I need to start making some life support, obviously. I don't see not a lot to get rid of here. Let's just check that. Make sure this is all filled up. Don't think we need any more ferrite dust. No, we don't. We don't need that. Okay, I think we're good. Put this in the exocraft. Yes. Just trying to organize and make sure there's room. I don't have like double resources unless I have like 2 stacks. Like we don't need this pure ferrite probably. Yeah, we don't need that. We'll get rid of that. All right. Let's see what you got in here. We're gonna sell that. I think that's it. Buy. We don't need magnetized ferrite. I mean, we can't use the charts. We can't use any upgrades for our inventory because we are not licensed to use it. Wiring loom is always a good thing to use. Nothing else. All right. Yeah, we don't really need anything else. Antimatter housing. We don't have a ship, so we don't need that. Yeah, we can do this. We need to get some regular, what's it called? A regular carbon. That way we can make some more life support gels. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's see if I can get some regular carbon. Any plants around here? I remember a couple episodes we found out that the laser on the, at least the Pilgrim, I assume for all exocraft, but at least on the Pilgrim, it will destroy anything with the upgrades, which is awesome, but you're not getting the same amount of resources. You're only getting half the resources. So it actually benefits you to use your handheld, your multi-tool laser instead, because it'll give you more resources. It's not as cool, not as upgraded, but... Oh yeah, wait a minute! Where's my multi-tool? I just remembered! We just need to... Oh! I have my 2. Dang it. There we go. I bought 2, didn't I? Bought 2 of the wiring looms. I totally forgot about the advanced mining beam. I was all distracted, thinking we were all good to go. Well, let's fix our multi-tool. Now we have an advanced mining laser on it. Yeah. All right. So that's good. That means we don't have to worry about it. Oh, look at, we're finally with under an hour. Under an hour away. Woo-yee. Now, you know, that's if I don't get distracted and stuff like that. So the next time we run out of fuel for our exocraft, I'll stop and I'll get some regular carbon. We'll destroy some plants and stuff. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling. Under an hour. We are almost there, you guys. Now, yeah, again, if we would have ran into a ship... Oh my god, we're still 3 hours away from that? Holy crap. And we're under an hour going this way. Anyway, if we would have ran into a ship, it would have been a lot easier. The problem is, you got to get lucky with that. They are randomized locations, so... Hey, like our first ever stranded run, I was like under an hour away from the portal, like immediately, right when my spawn. I was like, holy cow, that's awesome. And then this one, I was 4 hours away, so that took a little while. So the same thing applies to ships. Sometimes you'll be right next to one, and sometimes you'll have to walk, like, for instance, in my fugitive run, it took me 10 hours on foot. 10 hours of walking in a straight line. Well, you know me. Not a straight line, but pretty close to a straight line, I guess, maybe. and I finally found one after 10 hours of walking. That was crazy. I didn't have to use, or I didn't use an exocraft because you don't have the recipe on a fugitive run. But yeah, still, it took 10 hours. So sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. And it does feel like the boost actually is not counted in that time, because look at it, it goes really fast when I use the boost. And I'm just literally boosting along. Oh my god, don't run into the... Oh my Jesus. Go, go, go. There we go. And big air. Thank you. Yeah, that boost is actually making me go faster. So it doesn't take into account your boost time, that's like normal. They normally won't do that. Just like if you're on foot, it'll give you a lot longer time, but if you use your jetpack to kind of boost over there, you're still going to go faster. So every vehicle, even in your ship, if you just fly there, it'll take longer than if you pulse drive over there. Getting low. I do love the fact that you're, oh, we can find another crashed ship. I doubt it, though. Because, again, they don't mark a new location until you've gone to the old one. The only time it does that is if you use your radar in your exocraft. Let's see. -7, -6, -5, -4. So 81, 80, 79, 78, 77. That's the one. Yep, and it's still marked the same location, 13 hours away, on foot. I mean, we could talk to the alien. Where was he at? I just saw a guy in here, didn't I? Did he leave? Did he leave? There you are. Hey, why'd you leave out of here, merchant? You don't like me? I'm gonna give him metal, some ferrite dust. The trader looks at me quizzical. They evidently decided I need help. They teach me some of their dialect. Oh, okay. Basically, he's like, hey, look, I asked you for something. You didn't understand me, so you might be a little stupid there, Jason. So here, let me teach you some words. Obviously, you need a help. More help than I can give you. Oh, yeah. So if you've marked a location with a building or anything like that, or with a chart, you will not mark another location until you get there to that original one that you hit. So just a heads up on that. Come get me, man. I'm getting my ferrite dust. Well, not my ferrite dust, my carbon. Oh my! I'm so used to using my tool to get a ferrite dust. I'm getting my carbon on my little plants. Again, you could do this with your laser on your exocraft, but you're getting half the resources, and these little plants, they don't give you much to begin with, so I want to squeeze out as much as I possibly can. So that's why I'm using my on foot, my multi-tool. I don't want to lose all of that goodness, all the good carbon coming out of here. All right, where's my thing at? My motorcycle. Let's go. Go, go, go. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff I hope that they go through and they patch and they adjust and fix in 2024 for No Man's Sky. One of the top ones I would love is to turn off, or at least give us the ability to turn off, the target sweep. I hate that with a passion. That is like one of my least favorite things in No Man's Sky. I absolutely do not like it. Let me turn it off in the menu, in the difficulty settings. Let me turn off target sweep, because good lord, that's so frustrating. I hate it. There's no benefit other than they want to slow you down because they don't want you to finish a mission faster. And the fact that they added it in the Beyond update, I think in 2019. So the game originally, when I first started playing, would tell you exactly where to go. They'd say, oh, here's your mission marker. Boom, there's the building you need. And then in Beyond, they were like, you know what? That's too easy. Now we're going to use this thing called a target sweeper. And we'll mark the general area, and you got to pull up your visor and look around for like 10 minutes to find the exact location. You're like, oh, God. That's not helpful. It's not immersive in any way. The other thing I hope that they adjust is, or at least fix, is the difficulty settings themselves. I know we've talked about it before, but if you go in, like if you play on normal, you just start a game, you go to normal mode, it is perfectly fine. Everything works as intended. However, when you start adjusting any of the settings and you make it doesn't matter if you go easier or more difficult. Either way, the game breaks. Like, it doesn't know how to adjust the difficulty and make it work. Like in my case, usually I make everything more difficult. I put up the challenge to extreme. And we've noticed that it'll break the sentinels. Like right now, I have combat music. I have combat music going. Why do I have combat music? Oh, because the Sentinels are after me still. So it'll break it even if you're out of sight. Like, I can understand, look, if it's on extreme mode, the timers are a lot longer. Like, they'll look for you longer. Okay. But instead, it just breaks it to where they never stop. Or vice versa. If you put it on easy mode, sometimes you could be doing stuff right in front of a Sentinel, and normally you'd get caught and they would attack you, but it breaks it to where no. And it's like, okay, that's not how it's supposed to work, at least it's from the description. And then there's other things as well, like corrupted systems. They will show up or not show up depending on your difficulty setting, and if you adjust it, it'll just break all of that. So it's really, hopefully they go back through. Another problem is with the refiners and the object limit. Like right now, my inventory limit is 300. That is, you would think it would be divisible by 150. However, there's a lot of objects that will give you, like, for instance, some of the metals you can refine. You get like a Herox. If you refine that down, it'll give you 250 silver. That breaks the refiner because the refiner is limited to 150. And so there are a lot of recipes that are just either broken or they don't work correctly in the refiner, and it's only because you've changed the difficulty setting. Hopefully they go through and they adjust that. Either patch it to where it's 500, again, I think that would work better, or fix the refiner so that they don't break if it's more than 150. Some of these recipes, they're over 150, and you need to account for that. So hopefully they do like that kind of a pass on the game itself, because it feels like they've been so distracted with Light No Fire, the brand new game, and putting out new content for No Man's Sky. They're not really worried about if the content works correctly. They just want to slap new stuff in. And it's like, no, it's broken, and it's been broken for a while. Multiplayer is another thing. Hopefully they can fix that. We're supposed to get up to 32 players, and it's been over a year since I've seen more than 20. I think that sometimes in some circumstances you can get over 20, but there's no way you're getting 30 or 32. And in general, you're going to get about 8 to 12. That's about it. Even though the game says you can have 32-player co-op, 32-player multiplayer. That's not the case. It hasn't been for a while. So things like that. Hopefully they can go through and fix it and refine it. And, you know, and if they need to, they say, hey, look, you know, we thought we'd be able to do this, but obviously we can't, you know, so we're going to take it out or we're going to adjust it. Fine. Okay. In the Beyond update, that was the last really big update. Like, they've been doing updates, but they've been like smaller, bite-sized updates, which is really, really cool because they're more frequent. But the one benefit of like a Beyond update back in 2019, it was once a year, so they put it out in August, and it was a huge overhaul of a whole bunch of stuff in No Man's Sky. And while they did that, they said, look, you know, there's these objects, these items that you used to be able to make and build and get. They're useless. You don't need them. They don't do anything to the game. They're kind of redundant, so we're going to take them out. And they went through and they cleaned up a ton of stuff. We used to have a whole bunch of different stuff. We had different life support gels. We only have one now. They had an oxygen one. They had all kinds of stuff. Then they went through, they had more condensed items. They had like Tetra Cobalt and things like that you can make. They don't exist anymore. They took them out because they're like, what's the point? You know, no one was using it except for Jason and Zane, so I was so mad when they took out Tetra Cobalt, man. That was one of my favorite things, especially like on a permadeath run, because Tetra Cobalt, if you don't know, it would give you 500 ionized cobalt. I believe it was 500, maybe it was 250. Either way, you're able to put 250, maybe 500 ionized cobalt together in one thing, and you can stack it like crazy. So you were able to get a stack of like 1,000 ionized cobalt into one slot because you would condense it down. That is gone. You can no longer do that. So you have to hold on to that ionized cobalt. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to like sell it. You know, because you can't sell more than like 300 now because we're at 300. But there's things like that. So hopefully, I mean, and maybe the next one will do that. I have no idea. I always think that they're going to add it in the next one. They're going to go back through and say, okay, we need to fix this stuff. We need to adjust the limits. We need to nerf some stuff. We need to buff some stuff because it's not balanced. But they haven't done that in a long time. Oh, Sentinel Force is deactivated. Still got combat music going, though. Anyway, so that could be the next one. Who knows? Who knows? Sean Murray knows. Hello Games, they know. But we don't know. At least I don't know. I mean, I always say, like, we don't know, like I know everything. There might be some content creators out there that get, like, early notice, but I've never seen that. And in general, Hello Games doesn't reach out to me or, as far as I'm aware, any other content creator. They reach out to, like, Game Informer or IGN, the big publications, and they do interviews with them, but not us. We don't get, like, early access to a build or anything like that. And so when the update comes out, it's the first time I'm seeing it, just like you guys. So I don't have any inside information. I don't know anything, and I kind of like it that way, because then I get to cover all the updates as they come out and as we find stuff. So the update comes out on, Wednesday, and then I get to spend all day Wednesday and Thursday and Friday digging around, trying to find what's the cool new stuff, how to get it, what to do. That way I can put out videos for you guys. So that's kind of cool. I like that. But yeah, as far as I know, I mean, and I do think they take feedback. Again, you guys can always put in feedback at the Zen desk over on the Hello Games website. So Hello Games has a website. No Man's Sky has a website as well. Oh my God, are you serious? I'm stuck in here. No Man's Sky has a website, and so if you ever run into any bugs, the Zen desk is there for you. You can go in and say, hey, look, I ran into this problem and I'm on this platform. Like, a lot of people, they have problems with, like, the older platforms. The Xbox One, the PS4, they run into a lot of issues on those. The Switch, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, but it doesn't matter. You can do any platform. If you play on PC and you run into an issue, like I ran into a couple months ago, they put out a patch that broke the AMD implementation, so my graphics card would not work with the game. I put in some feedback saying, hey, look, I can't play the game on my card. It's an AMD card. And then they had to put out a really quick patch, like I think 2 days later, to fix that. But there's things like that, like, hey, let them know. Or if you want feedback, they say, hey, I would really love it if you added this thing in there. I don't know how you want to do it or if it's possible, or maybe it doesn't make sense, but I would really love something like this. That would be cool. I do that every once in a while. I don't do it as much as I used to. I used to do it like once a month or once a week. I would send them an email through the Zendesk or just email them at their website and say, hey, look, I would love to see this kind of stuff. Ship customization win. I'm sure. I apologize. Whoever's reading the Hello Games email, I apologize for years of asking for that. Please, ship customization. I want it, please. And not just colors. At this point, I'm kind of, I'm at a realization that they probably cannot let us customize ships as much as I want to. I assume that you probably could do, like, colors. Just like we can do it on the, like, my Exocraft. I can change the colors on my Exocraft, no problem. So, I mean, maybe they'll add that. I assume that's possible and that's easy enough to do. Like, I don't say easy as in, oh, it's just 5 minutes. But it's something that's possible, whereas being able to adjust wings and landing gear and all that kind of stuff, the real true customization that we want, I don't think that's going to be possible with the game itself. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a way to do it, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think it's the way the game engine works is it's procedural generated, and so if you try to break it by letting people customize it, it just totally ruins it. So that could be it. I don't know. Oh, let's see if I can get up out of here. Yeah, big jump. Holy cow, that was a big one. Oh, and I made it. Thank God. So I think, yeah, if we do see any kind of a ship customization, it's going to be just like, hey, look, here's some colors. You can put stickers just like we do on our Exocraft. I would love that. Give us a ship customization station that you go up to it. There's a little display just like the Exocraft display, and you can just customize colors, customize decals, do all that kind of stuff. Let us do that. That would be cool. And please give us a purple. Like this purple right here is perfect. I want this kind of purple on a ship. I have not. It's very rare to see that on a ship. You can find it, but it's rare, and I want it to be full on everything. Oh, look at this. We can get our metal fingers, get some gold. So yeah, I would love that. And maybe that's part of the new ship, the space station overhaul, is that there's a new landing area and there's a ship customizer there. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Could be. Could be. We have a new ship customizer because I don't know if you guys saw my video. I kind of broke down the 10-second. We only saw 10 seconds. I believe it's like 10.8. 10.8 seconds of a teaser of the new space stations. And I mean, it's like literally, I think 7 seconds of the interior, and then they show the exterior. So we got a really fast look at the interior, and it looks like a complete overhaul. Like there's 3 different levels. Like there's a ground floor where all the ships land. There is a second floor where it looks like there's some shops and some aliens walking around. And then there's a third floor. We can't even see the third floor. It's not in the shot. Like there's stairs that go up to a third floor, but we don't know what's up there. Like, is it going to be a whole new shopping area? I have no idea. We can't see it. It's out of the shot. We just see a staircase going up, and that's it. And so, yeah, maybe there is a ship customizer there. Like, literally, you land, and then you go to a terminal, and then you can choose the colors. You can choose it, whatever. Who knows? Who knows? Can we get out of here? That way they can't follow me. Oh, hazard protection. I need to make some batteries. I'm using my sodium. I was wondering. I was like, there's no batteries? Yep, there's no batteries. We need to get into a cave, probably. Yeah, because we still have a half an hour. Oh, God, we still got a half an hour. So let's jump into a cave before it gets too crazy here. Oh, look, there's a crashed freighter over here. Should be a cave around here. Like, now that I want a cave, there won't be any. When I'm trying to avoid them, man, they're all over the place. All right, I'm not driving this thing down there. I'm just going to walk down here. Let me get my, still got combat music going. Do I have enough room in my exosuit? Oh, yeah, I should. So we don't need that. We have a whole bunch of carbon. Whoa! Well, let's do that. That way we have our life support shells. And then all our gold and our uranium. Oh, Lord. There we go. Okay, so we got some room for some cobalt. We need some cobalt. Where'd my cobalt go? Where's my cobalt? Seriously, where's my cobalt? What we got? What are we doing here? Ambulatory! It's traveled 15,000 steps. Well, I don't want to walk too far away from my freaking exocraft. Yeah, this looks like the outside of the cave. What the crap? Where are my cave pieces? I need my rocks. Like, these aren't going to give me cobalt. They give me ferrite dust. Yep, we have our life support. We made a whole bunch of that, so we should be good. Seriously, is that not a cave? Doesn't count? Yeah, we just walked that whole strip. Nothing. Okay. That is a cave. That looks like more of a cave right there. I should have just came to the crashed freighter. That would have been a smarter move. I thought that was a cave, though. That's all right. We got it. We got our cave. This is technically a cave over here, I guess. Maybe? It's not a cave either? Are you serious? It's just a hole in the ground? Are you kidding me? All right, let's look around for some subterranean relics or some humming sacks or something. Because they're in caves. I don't see any. Oh, look at me. Same minor. So 17 hours. Oh, yeah, we don't need to go to that one. Are you serious? There's just... Okay. Well, you know what? We'll find some. We'll find some. We have sodium. We're good. We're good on sodium for a while. We can use that for our hazard protection. While we look for a cave. Is that a cave? Come on. Oh, really? Really? You're not going to let me get in here? That looks like a cave. Oh, thank God. We have our little rocks in here. Thank God. Beautiful. And again, like I always say, I know I say this a lot, but you know, there's a lot of new players in No Man's Sky. Coming into a cave is really good for 2 points. Number 1, you can get the Cobalt to make batteries. But number 2, if you're protected in a cave, you don't use your hazard protection. Like right now, I'm okay. So that's double whammy. You don't have to worry about using it up while you're getting it. And you can get items to actually make more. You know, make some batteries. There we go. Got 200. Let's start making some batteries out of this. There we go. We're 23. That's pretty good. Let's get up to let's say 30. 30 should be okay. That should be good enough, I think. 30 should be good enough. So let's pop some more of this. And oh, we got another thing here. 34. Good enough. 34 is good. So let's go back to our exocraft. And remember, the rules say you cannot call it in. Like, I can't teleport it to me. So I can't lose track. Where did it go? Okay, I can't lose track of it. I have to walk back to it every time. I can't have it teleported to me. That's cheating. So you know what? I think this is a good spot to stop at. A cool crash freighter. So hopefully you guys liked this episode. If you did, hit the like button. And now we are really close to our portal. 2 hours away. You know, like half an hour away. So I will see you guys in the next episode where we get to the portal. We can get the heck out of this planet or off this planet. So I will see you guys then.